Good morning, everybody. It's Lynn, the Leather Bag Lady. How are you all today? It is Wednesday today. So midweek, date night, hump day, whatever works for you. I have a show today. Today's show did not get canceled. Yesterday's show did, but we'll talk about that a bit after today's bag. I don't get very many Luxe brands, and this is kind of on the borderline of Luxe, I think. Again, everything I share with you is information I have found via, web searches, just my opinions, my facts, whatever. So I am not an expert in any capacity, but I have had this brand a couple of times in the past. Don't find many higher end brands, and I think this is the third or fourth bag that I've had. So it is an American brand, and I'm going to do a little history piece after we're finished. But this is Tods. So what was the movie? How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. Yes, Kate Hudson had a Tods bag in that movie, and it actually was the same bag as I had at the time. So I do recognize that these bags are, they are noteworthy. I mean, definitely not Louis Vuitton, Gucci, or anything like that in terms of its Luxe status, but it is recognized as a somewhat of a Luxe brand. So this little guy is just a very simple little shoulder bag. It's black pebbled leather. You've got your Tods branding here. Now this little thing slips out. There is a magnet there also, which links with that magnet. And then we open up. So the interior is excellent, excellent quality. Really nice and clean. Tiny little foam pocket, which dates it, I'm going to say Y2K-ish. Definitely nothing recent, that is for sure. There is your Tods stamp and zipper compartment. Now, can I absolutely guarantee this is original? Or this is authentic? Absolutely not. I don't have a bill of sale. I don't have anything like that. Do I understand and appreciate the quality of a higher end bag? Absolutely. And this bag does not disappoint in that regard. Now, the only thing I will draw your attention to is there are some snags in the leather on the back. I don't even know if you can really see them. There's one there, one there. So, a couple here. My feeling is that maybe somebody's kitty cat decided to have a little go at this bag. For the brand that it is, it's been priced accordingly. Nice big gusset along the side and along the bottom. And once you get some weight in it, it will sit quite nicely. I love the white accent stitching, and just this little detail with the Tods right out front is really cute. So yeah, you can see the snags a little bit there. So is it screaming at you? No, you can't really see them much at all, but you know me, I like to tell you absolutely everything. So that is today's bag, and I will give you just a few little history points about Tods just before I sign off, if I don't forget, because it is me and my head is all over the place. I was in the gym this morning. Pius got up at 4 to go to work. And I did not get back to sleep, and I was so distracted this morning. We have been having a little tummy issue for the last 24, 48 hours. So, yes, it's been interesting. Thank goodness Pius's house has 2 bathrooms, because if we were here, it would be interesting indeed. So, I got up this morning and just kind of was grateful that I was not running to the washroom, albeit that while he was in the shower at 4:15, I was in the basement because I'm like, "Ooh, I don't know what's going to happen here." And then I tried to go back to sleep and it just didn't happen. But the whole point of me telling you this is Pius called me at about 6:15, and he's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "You didn't call me this morning." I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't." And he's like, "What? The holiday's over and you're done with me now?" I'm like, "Nah, nah, 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 nah." Just very preoccupied. Haven't had a show in quite a few weeks, so my head is just. So I'm driving to Niagara Falls now. Under any other circumstance, this show would have been combined with a couple of nights in the falls, but don't do that anymore, and certainly not by myself. So I will be going to Stamford Estates today, which is one of my favorite places. Not a huge moneymaker for me, but back in the day, I used to connect really nicely with the staff. So I don't know who's there these days, but off I will go in probably 45 minutes or so. So that is my day today. Hopefully it will be a nice day. It's a beautiful sunny day, Leather Bag Lady weather report. Cold though. Gonna get up to about 8 degrees, but those 8 degrees we're not meeting that level of heat because of, as much as we have the humidex in the summer, we have wind chill in the winter. So the sun is beautiful though. I was blow dry my hair in the washroom and the sun was just streaming in my bathroom window, which of course is not clear glass, so I couldn't see it, but I bet it was beautiful this morning. But I was up and at the gym by 5:45 and got that done, and I had to run to the bathroom in the middle of my workout. Never had to do that before. Oh, TMI, TMI. I know. But yeah, just cooking. Oh my goodness. Lentil soup last night, which is probably not good when you're having tummy issues, but we seemed to go through it well. Pius really liked it. And I made breaded chicken breasts, chicken on a bun, and got my first cooking war wound. The grease in the pan from making the breaded chicken jumped up and bit me. So, but my wonderful man brought me a little ice cube in a baggie. Don't be sick, everybody, because that's just what this girl is used to, or getting used to, that's for sure. But anyway, so let me do a little bit of a history piece on Tods. So, obviously, they are a noteworthy brand enough that they are being seen in movies and that kind of thing. I don't really follow the luxe brands that much anymore. I mean, Louis Vuitton is my kind of favorite. So I don't, outside of that, I don't really pay attention because I couldn't afford them. And I definitely am not interested in selling high-end stuff because the authenticity process is just crazy. And as I said when I showed you the bag, I don't have a receipt to prove that it's a Tods. In my opinion, having been a bag seller for 8 years, I would say it is an authentic bag, and it's been priced either way. It's a beautiful leather bag. If it's authentic, you got a great deal. If it isn't, it's still a great leather bag. So there we go. But Tods was founded in 1920. They started out as shoemakers. And it was very much a family business. In the 1970s in America, they started manufacturing handmade. So I think that's kind of similar to, and again, this is just me doing whatever research I can. Some of the Louis Vuitton bags that are made offshore, they're not actually, they're put together offshore. They're actually, I've been told, they're actually put into kits. So when a maker in, I don't know, China or wherever, and again, I don't even know if that is where they would go, they're not actually cutting the leather. They're not actually, it's like a kit. So they get all the pieces cut and they just assemble them. And I'm presuming the leather holes are already punched in the leather, and it's just a case of putting them together. Again, not 100% on that, but I do believe I've been told that, and I've seen that in a bunch of different places. So they kind of started that handmade manufacturing process where, things are, it's kind of a combination between the two. And I would suggest that that's probably just to get the volume up. So it is considered a luxury brand with stores all over the world. So that is just a tiny little history piece on the bag today. So hopefully you're going to have a great day. If you are out and about, be safe. And if you're having date night, have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Bye, everybody.